I should deafen as well, just to... Okay. High CPU usage detected. I know. I'm soon way the hell out at the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and add our stream marker then. Okay, apparently the Wizards of the Coast did not learn their lesson the first time when they reprinted cards, because they did it again! The final set before we get to our second rotation is Legendary Collection, and this is basically just a quote-unquote best-of series from all of the base through Rocket cards. So a lot of these have already rotated before and are now coming back. Some of them were in Rocket and will be returning rather than leaving the format. They will just be sticking around. But honestly, for the most part, they've managed to keep it fairly tame. Like, there's a fair few good cards in here. I have kind of already gone over a lot of them when we did our set opening. But just to highlight some, Alakazam with its damage swap is pretty interesting to have around still. It may be a little bit hard to properly set up at this point, given how strong some of the sniping stuff is, but that's still a good card. The Dragonite and Dragonair are a pretty interesting search engine. I don't know if they ever actually saw play because they may be just a little bit too slow, but given how evolution heavy the formats are at the moment, I could see these being useful, if nothing else. I like the Dark Slowbro, but I guess I like it a little bit more because Nightly Garbage Run's rotating, actually, but then we get Town Volunteers, and it'll kind of be pointless here. I know the Flareon was in one of Jason's decks with the Evolution Potpourri type thing, mostly because hitting for fire weakness was kind of neat against Steelix decks, but we're probably not going to see that too much. If I can get my mouse to behave, the Gengar is somewhat interesting. I think there's a better version of this that gets brought out in the next set though, but it's still pretty cool because it isn't weak to dark like the new one would be. Hitmonlee is probably one of the strongest basics that we have in the format right now. 3 for 50 is just good. Stretch Kick is also still reasonable, even if it can't one-shot anything. If Crobat was still playable, like the Dark Crobat, after rotation, then maybe I'd consider it, but, you know, whatever. We finally get a chance to pull this Machamp. Too little too late, it's not that good anymore, but still, it's there. This is the card that I don't understand why they brought back. Muk should never have come back in this set. We do not need this kind of hard ability lock right now, considering that it also works on Pokemon Powers and Pokebodies coming out in the next set. I really just do not get that. There's no reason for this to have come back, but whatever, it's here. Venusaur is really cool. Energy Trance is just a solid power to have around, so that's nice and fun. A couple of the other neat ones we've got, I guess the Nidos are kind of funny, if nothing else, because they do have the whole like synergy with each other. Moltres is pretty interesting because you have Typhlosion that could charge this up. I'm going to show a deck with this today actually, so that's kind of fun. Stuff like Dewgong, well no, we've got a few of the Rain Dance cards come in, but we didn't get Rain Dance itself, so it's probably not good enough. Dodrio is really interesting. I believe there's a Dragonite in the next set that may outclass this in the end, but it's a stage 1, so it's easier to get out. Could be good. Haunter, the transparency thing, is fun, if nothing else. And then we move down, we see Snorlax here. I don't think this is as good without Double Colorless Energy in play, but it's still interesting. It does actually block against Burn as well, which is the new status we'll see in the next set. So that's kind of fun. And then otherwise, it's down to the trainers and stuff. We do keep full heal and potion energy too, so if you're a colorless heavy deck, these are going to be quite good. But Pokemon Breeder is fantastic in a very evolution heavy format. Definitely need this. Trader is really good, just being able to get your actual Pokemon that you need out. Scoop Up is interesting. Most of the basics are really weak in this format, so it's a bit harder to play, but the ones that are good are really good, and we may see Scoop Up. In fact, we will see Scoop Up in one of my decks at least. Boss's Way is nice for the Dark Pokemon that are in, Destiny, so that's always good. Challenge is an interesting one, though I've never really been too big a fan of it in the end. Bill coming back is nice, Energy Retrieval coming back is nice, Mysterious Fossil is good because you should never have to only use Fossil Egg to get that Aerodactyl out. We do have a couple of promos in here as well. This Snorlax is very, very interesting, and this is where Scoop Up would be very good. As long as it's your active Pokemon, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. They have to use a Gust card in order to actually retreat here, which is very intriguing. Its attack does put it to sleep, which is unfortunate, so you may end up missing your turn because of that. Like, you may just not lock them in, but it's pretty cool. If you play this with Scoop Up, or with just double gusting and stuff in general, Balloon Berry maybe, there's a deck with this, and I may try and trade for it next week if people are silly enough to do it. Articuno's not super good. If it's your active, then your bench Pokemon can't take any damage, which is decent. It does stop the Dark Gengar from being kind of annoying, I guess, but it's just too expensive to get going, unfortunately. And the Mew over here, I will be showcasing this today too, because evolutions are very big in this format right now. Psyshock is supposed to paralyze, not confuse, but basically this has blanket immunity to anything which is not a basic Pokemon. And so most of the big hitters are evolution cards right now. So we may be able to shut some stuff out with that. That'll be pretty good. So, onto the decks we're actually bringing today. This is my last chance to play Dark Crobat, because Dark Golbat rotates since it was not in Legendary Collection. So unfortunately that means like you'd have to breed her into Crobat, and it just doesn't work at that point. It's not worth the deck or the bench space, and yeah, it's just too inconsistent. So, we are going to play Dark Crobat, only this time, instead of using the Haunter and the Gengar stuff, we're going simpler, and we're just using the Jinx that returned here. So this actually wasn't in format last set. The Jinx is pretty expensive for free energy, but 20 plus 10 for each damage counter that's on a defending Pokemon. Our deck is literally designed to place damage counters down wherever we want them at any given turn. So if we can get 3 damage counters on the opponent, this attack does 50, so you KO anything that's less than or equal to 80 HP. If you can get 5 damage counters down, you KO anything in the game, because you do 70, and that hits to the 120 mark. Nothing survives that. Unless they have a resistance to Psychic as well, but we can even start hitting that sort of number if we can just put a few more counters on. So we don't just auto lose to Dart types with this deck, and most Dart types you're going to see play are either very low HP, like 70 is sort of the high cap. If it's Tyranitar, then you can KO them before they get to that evolution stage. So that's pretty good. So we've got the usual, the Cleffa, the maxed out Crobat line. This is as many as I've got. We've got the free Jinx. I initially played 4, but I want to play some additional attackers in here as well, because sometimes Jinx just doesn't cut it. It doesn't do that much initial damage. These guys can hit a little bit harder. And also Mewtwo here, this is rotating too, provides a little bit of recovery for the rest of the game. So you take 2 energies from your discard attached into it, as we all well know by now. We haven't seen this card very much because Psychic hasn't been super good, but yeah, it's just going to work in this format, right? Cyburn hitting for 40 as a base means I don't have to have quite as many Bat Pings in play in order to hit your you know, like low damage, low health Pokemon, right? Just one Golbat is enough to KO an evolving Pokemon, whereas Jinx would not do that. Rocket's Mewtwo is also an interesting one here. Like, I considered playing 2 of this, to be honest, but I figured it would be a bit too hard to charge up. Cyburn for 4 energy is expensive, but 60 damage is insane when you're adding extra stuff to it here. One Crobat Ping at that point lets you hit 80 damage and just KO most things in the format. The Mew, as I said, we're playing it because it nullifies evolution stuff. Its attack is fine, like it's mostly there as a deterrent card, but this will let us charge up for other stuff faster. As far as the actual trainers go, we are playing Double Gust this time. A lot of our guys have got 2 retreat, so we need to be able to Double Gust around. Consider playing Warp Point, but I'm not going to because I would rather be able to actually play the stuff here. Good Manners, I still only have 2 of it. We're just playing it so I can get my basics out. It does combine with the 2 Pokemon Trader that we have though, so we could search out a basic and then trader it for an evolution card as well. Yeah, the Mewtwo just not even having like an attack description on that box. It's just like, yeah. It's a big box for a big energy cost. We have the 4 Hyper Devolution Sprays so that we can just get more damage out of the Crobats here. This is one of the best tools of the deck. Just a 1 Nightly Garbage run this time. Most of our attackers are like single cards, so we don't need quite as many this time round, so that'll be fine. Gone over the 2 Trader, 4 Professor Round because it's Neo format, we're going to play 4. 4 Super Scoop Up. since I'm not playing a secondary evolution line now, we are going to be able to play more of this sort of thing. I only had space to fit like 2 of these in last week, but since we're not playing heavy evolutions, we can play more. So we are 2 bosses way down from last week because we don't have another dark line to search as well, so we're only using it to get Goldback Crobat, so we don't need as many. Rocket's Minefield Gym, I played this last week as well, just if you flip tails when you put the Pokemon down from your hand, you take 20 damage, which synergizes very well with Jinx because you do more damage for that. And then the ace card that really makes this deck actually work, Experiential. Despite being basics, my attackers all take 3 or even 4 energy to do their best attacks. That's a lot of commitment, and if the opponent can, like, KO them, you're going to take a long time to set up again. Experiential mitigates this, because this allows you to actually, yeah, the optional experience share indeed. This allows you to take one of the energy from your KO'd Pokemon and put it onto one of your bench ones. And then it discards the Experiential, because we're not at the point of, like, 3 shares and stuff yet. So that's fine, because we don't generally need it more than once. So we're going to attach it to, say, one of the Jinx. We have our Cleffa in the active doing Eek. If Cleffa dies to an attack, then we can take that energy that was on the Cleffa, put it on the Jinx, and then we're very close to being able to use Meditate and just popping off. So, also very good to put on Rocky's Mewtwo, so it can just silently become a big threat in the background. So, this is the star of the deck. I'd probably play a 4th if I had it. 3 is going to do just fine though. And then we've got 13 energy in here. We do play a lot of energy hungry things, but we also are only going to maybe get 3 of these out in the game. So generally 13 energy is fine. The second deck I want to play today, which actually isn't slightly correct, I do have 2 copies of this. This is supposed to be what's here. This is the memeiest deck I think I've ever played on here, and I have played Snorlax Drowsy, so this deck is really silly. So we have Blaine's Moltres over here. One of the worst cards of all time, however, it's it's actually really good for this deck. 5 fire energy, 90 damage guaranteed. If you flip tails, it shuffles itself and all cards attached to it back into the deck. Just imagine manually attaching for 5 turns to this thing, dealing your big damage, and then losing your entire setup. Right? That's terrible. Why would you ever play this? It's because we have triple Entei. So I showed this off last week, right? Oh, not last week, but last episode on this. Entei, when you play this from your hand, you discard the top 5 cards of your deck, you put any fire energy that you find in those top 5 onto your fire Pokemon in any way that you like, and then end your turn. We play 24 fire energy in this deck because we're trying to hit 2 to 4 energy with this Entei every time that we play it down. And this is a way of massively accelerating to Blaine's Moltres to get it going super quickly. However, if this Moltres flips itself back and puts it back into the deck, you've just shuffled 5 fire energy back into the deck. That means your deck is a lot more loaded on fire energy than it was before, so next turn you can play the Entei down again, and you've got a much higher chance of getting 2 to 4 energy out of the deck with it. This is legitimately good. Like, this doesn't have a weakness either, right? The Entei is weak to water, but it's still got 80 HP, which is still pretty big. This is 90 HP, and the fighting resistance is really hard to take care of, right? But then the other win con is the regular Moltres. This got reprinted in Legendary Collection. So now we have Dive Bomb for potentially, if we want, right? Like 4 fire. If we flip tails, it does nothing, so we're not relying on that attack. What we're doing is Wildfire. We get, say, 4 energy off the Entei if we get a high roll. We attach them all to this Moltres. As soon as Moltres is threatened with a KO in the turn afterwards, we Wildfire. We discard all those energy and we mill up to 4 to even maybe 6 cards, because I'm going to be attaching to this Moltres in most turns as well. And we mill like 4 to 6 cards off the top of the opponent's deck. It's still got no weakness, it's still 70 HP, which is pretty big, and there is the potential that we could just KO things here as well. The Entei's attack is also pretty good, like 60 for free fire, discard 2 of them, that's fine, you know. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. As far as the other stuff in here, we do have 4 Double Gust. Because we are milling the top 5 cards a lot, we're actually milling quite a lot of cards out of our deck for this one. We do need to just maximize the amount of like consistency we have with our stuff. So Double Gust is really important just to try and strand something the opponent's got, or maybe use a Phoenix Flame on it when it's like super vulnerable to just being one-shot, right? 90 damage one-shots a ton of things, so yeah, there's that. We've still got a good manners because we do need to be able to search out the Entei. We need Cleffa sometimes as well. Mary is an interesting card in here. We draw 2 and then shuffle 2 from our hand back into the deck, so we could shuffle the fire energy that we've got in our hand back into deck, so we've got more chance of drawing them with the Entei. Misty's Wrath seems a bit counterintuitive in here, but we want to mill the things that aren't fire energy, and if we mill any fire energy, we have 4 Nightly Garbage Run here. And Nightly Garbage Run takes 3 of those fires, puts them back into the deck. So we play 4 of this. We don't play Time Capsule in here, because Time Capsule stops us playing other trainers in the same turn as well, which might not be compatible with what we have out at the time. I could maybe play one instead of a Double Gust, but I'd probably just mill it. So we're maxing our Garbage Run here, obviously the 4 Elm, and then as you've mentioned already, Azrael, Scoop Up. This is the big deck that I see that can play it right now. Scoop Up lets me pick the Entei back up and use it whenever I want. Or, if I'm just walling with one of the Moltres and not attaching to it, I can scoop it up out the hand and just like remove all the damage that's on it. Same thing that you used to do with a Chansey and whatnot back in the day. So this deck is insane, to be honest, and if it actually pulls off, like if you don't just brick on the fire energy, it's really, really funny. So yeah, I need to show it off for the actual video stuff here, but my main deck today is going to be the Jinx one, so that is what we shall do. Alrighty, I am sorry for the delay and stuff there, but what are we seeing on the other side here anyway, just because I'm in? Oh, Sai's doing something fun. We do see other bits there as well, that's fine. Something different, so there is that. Right, I just need to take a quick drink here and be ready to give this a shot. How are you doing today, anyway? I just realized I had not actually unmuted. I'd done deafen, but I hadn't unmuted for some reason. Okay, never mind. So, okay, yeah, I'm seeing some different stuff on the other side, too, which is kind of fun. But, yeah, how are you doing today?
Fine, I guess. Day.
Oh, well. Well, we'll see if this can do anything different that way, then. Let's draw up. Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then plop our stuff down here.
Heads or tails?
Let's go with tails here. Nope. Just like always, I can't win a thing to save my life. Oh, Bulbasaur. Alright, you are going for this. Okay, go for it, dude. Yep. See if I can get a decent angle on the board here. Well, be glad I'm not using the deck I really wanted to meme with then. Not that I think it matters too much against Bulbasaur, but you know.
Attach, pass.
Okay. We will draw. Okay, it's not going to be too exciting, unfortunately. I don't have a lot to work with right now. We're going to put Experience All on the Jinx. We're going to attach to the Cleffa, and yeah, I think I'm good. We're going to play down the minefield. I see that's gone. Doesn't matter. I'm going to play down the minefield, and then I'm going to Ek to draw my 2. Oh my god. Yep. It's one of those games right now.
Yeah, this hand isn't much better, I'll be honest. Attach.
Yep.
Evolve.
Okay.
Pass.
Alrighty, well... Oh, that doesn't even do anything. I'm just gonna draw 2. Alright, go for it. Yeah, I can't even get an energy attachment down on that. It's miserable.
Actually, no, first we'll do that. Pump Stadium.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, gotta rotate it. Yep. Still not entirely sure what this card is actually doing in this format, but you know.
It's a stadium which exists,
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think I have a few others I prefer as ones that just exist, but yeah.
I think here I will attempt to Vine Whip.
Okay. Nope.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of need that right now. Jesus, what is this hand? My god. Okay, at the very least, I might be able to play something out of it this time round, but good lord, this is... this is a poker hand if I ever saw one. Alright, we're gonna Jinx and we're going to Elm here. I am not going to show you this as much as I want to, because I don't want to reveal anything out of it, because... Needless to say, it had... it literally had a full house with it at one point there, so... okay.
My hand is not much better.
We're gonna go Zubat. I'm gonna play Mew down. And we are going to attach to the Jinx here, and we are going to draw our 2. Yeah, didn't see that one coming, huh? Yeah, I may or may not have had like Yep. I may or may not have had like basically all of my Golbat in that last hand. So you know. Luckily I did have enough turns, even going second, but
oh. Oh, no, do that.
Yep.
Clever?
Yep.
Drop it down. Pay to retreat.
Yep. Ooh, yeah, okay. No, you can...
Play this first. Should have played this.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Got it down hand. Energy Trans.
Yep.
It's there for I get Energy Stadium later.
True.
Play around clever somehow.
Exactly.
Attempt to eke.
Yep. Aw, man. Okay. Right then. Yeah, this hand does stuff, at the very least. You'd like to hope so after Professor Elm, but, you know. We're going to put another energy down on here. We are going to... Boss's Way. First time I'm actually getting to look at this deck, so... Also, I think this is the first time in a while where we've actually changed the mats here. I just haven't bothered for most of the time. Not that it's great to have the option. I just haven't like actually bothered to. I guess.
Yeah, much better than what the other mod has, where you have to dig through the bag.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much better. Ah, you know. Well, yeah. Okay, that's actually about what I expect. Okay, seems reasonable enough. It is, of course, the Golbat. I mean, I can't exactly use Crobat in this field, so, let's see. So, I think what I should probably do is Golbat ping the Venusaur here.
Okay.
I need to start getting some stuff on that. These might need to be very slightly smaller later on because that's taking up the entire card art and that feels like a bit of a shame. But for now it's fine. It's just like, just thinking for the
Yeah,
future.
I can shrink them, no problem.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to play Elm. I don't like having to use all of the Elms like this early in, but honestly I think it's probably fine. Okay, and I
At least we
have
the elms to use.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Okay, I have done my attach for the turn. It was on the Jinx, because I did miss a turn of attachment, unfortunately. So I will attempt my draw 2, I think. Nope, that's fair. Okay, so this is just...
I have taken your draw 2, Bill.
Yep, that's fine. This is just draw. This is just discard to hand is the tower. Okay, just making sure of what I can and can't do here.
Attached to the Dodrio.
Yep. Spread the energy out just to prevent chaos of being... Yep. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I get a hand.
Good stuff. Like, I am actually genuinely happy with that because I don't like it when we just can't set anything up here. Okay. This hand still isn't necessarily doing all that much, but, alright, let's try... God, you could just have that Cipher immediately and that would be very sad. Although that said, it's probably not even the worst thing. Let's go Crobat Ping the Cleffer. Wasn't my initial idea with the stuff here, but I think it'll work. We're going to Devo Spray the Crobat back into hand here. So that goes back. I think I'm going to go for it here. I'm going to attach to the Mew, I'm going to retreat, and I'm going to go for Psyshock. Huzzah! Alright, so that takes it out. We get the prize. Card was drawn.
Please.
And, yeah, go for it. Yep, can't be affected by anything evolution.
Unfortunately for you, I have
Yep.
the perfect answer.
Nope, that's fine. I'm actually kind of happy to see this, if I'm being honest with you.
Doduo, Bulbasaur,
So many basics down. Yep.
attach. Any trans over.
That's fine.
3 retreat. Clean KO it.
Yep, Slashing Strike for 40 takes it out in one go. Again, oh, I do need to get my energy though. So we can do that. Even if Pokemon Towers was somehow a factor, it's discard to hand, so I knew that it would work anyway. So, yep, alright, we will draw. You know where this is kind of going at this point, but I actually have a little bit more that I can do with it here too. I'm going to place this Mewtwo down so that I can play good manners here. Because I couldn't play it before because I wasn't going to be able to bench the thing that I was going to get, right? So, we are going to get the Zubat here. I mean, it makes the most sense. And, yeah, you're not the only one who has a clean KO on board with stuff here. We're going to go Crobat, ping the Cipher. I will attempt the Super Scoop Up. Actually get it too, so this guy's going right back in hand. Seems pretty good to me. Let's just draw these up now then. Probably shuffle it too, just in case. Would be the sensible thing to do at least. We're gonna put an energy down on you, 0 retreat here, meditate 20 plus 10 for each damage counter, so clean return knockout. That's why I was like, in the end, I wasn't really too worried. I was like, oh, if you bring that up, it's got 60 HP. I can kill that. And then it takes 2 of your energy off the board too, so you're a lot further away from attacking now. So yeah, go for it. So I was looking at it going, yeah, that's not even a bad position for me if you do have the Cipher to just return knockout.
Reader fields.
Yep, you've got 2 that you can use it on, so How do you want to do it? Do you want to just like declare it,
I'll
or
do a trick with this.
yeah, okay, that works too. Okay, so you get the Bulbasaur evolution line. Okay.
I got another one.
Yep, so try again. Not this time. I've been there with that double tails on timer ball thing way too often. It's the same idea. Just timer ball, you don't have to do like an evolution thing first. It's just flip 2 coins for each head search and evolution, you know?
Evolve Bulbasaur.
Yep.
Attach the Dodrio.
Yep.
Just think if I wanted to do something here.
No, it's fine. Jinx is a tricky bitch. It's I didn't think this deck was going to be as good as it actually is. This is legit, to be honest. I kind of wish we could keep this in format, but
You know what? I think this is correct. Energy trans over.
yep,
Attempt a Fury attack.
sure. So 10. I will take that.
Yep.
All right, let's draw. I mean, it is kind of annoying in some ways because now it's like, yeah, Jinx's damage output is just very slightly off what it needs to be here to actually make this like properly work. But I think keeping you off of energy probably is the correct play here. We're gonna go double Golbat on the Doduo. And I'm going to attach another to the Jinx here, and I'm just gonna meditate, take the knockout. I think that's the correct play against this deck, to be honest, is just keep the energy off board as much as I can.
Yellow.
Hello! Yeah, we're a bit slow because I had to do the set description and stuff beforehand, but
No worries.
Looks like it's going to there now.
Retreat to Venusaur.
Yep.
Double Gust.
ooh, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because all your
Nope.
things are the same. So yeah, just take the Ivysaur then. Yeah, that makes sense.
Stun you a bit.
Huh. Are you missing Mr. Mime?
I'm not really, to be honest. Mr.
Energy
Mime would be
transfer?
decent. Yep,
Raise the leaf for 30.
yep. Like, Mr. Mime would be decent. It would be slightly cheaper to use with the stuff here, but I don't think it's like that big of a loss, to be honest. We've got experience all in this format, so like it's really not the worst, to be honest. I think my only quote-unquote issue at the moment is just that you can just evolve up. I mean, no, that's not even the problem. The problem I think I'd have at the moment is that if I put any damage down, you might just Pokemon Center it away. So I think I'm just going to attach to the Jinx on the bench and pass turn at that.
Okay.
I don't mind losing the Mewtwo here. It is far from the main attacker of the deck, so I just needed to bench it because I had the good manners.
Good manners.
Yep. Yeah, trade a Venusaur. So this is the thing. Then you just don't have energy at the moment. Yeah, that is one way around it, but we'll see if that's gonna do it.
Energy trans. Energy trans. Trick free because Dodrio.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yeah, the Dodrio is really nice with this sort of deck, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just saying, do you want to get the Venusaur out first? Yep.
Evolve.
Yep. Okay, let's draw up. Here's why we're not worried about this. Crobat,
I knew you were gonna do that, but
Devo
it's
Spray,
fine.
Crobat,
Yeah.
let's kill the Cleffa.
I had to.
You did. I don't blame you. The annoying thing at the moment, I'm pretty sure I don't have any energy in the discard because you've not KO'd anything yet. Like, that's of significance. The one KO you had, I experienced all the energy away, so I can't get anything out the discard at the moment. That's like the one thing. But I guess I'm still going to start attaching to the Mewtwo at this point because now I might actually just retreat. 27... Let's bounce the stadium here. We've got the minefield, and we are going to Elm.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to keep energy on the board, so...
Yeah, that's been the thing. That's been my mode in this one. Is like I need to just deny you energy. Yeah, go ahead. I've already evolved the other Golbat, so there's no way I'd be able to do anything even if I did draw one. So. Like, I've done everything, right? I've attached energy, I've evolved both of my guys, I've played Elm, so I can't play trainers, so I just need the new hand.
Yeah, wow. There's not a single card in that hand that you could have played, no matter what your hand is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Nope.
No
Because...
trainer, no energy, no Pokemon.
Yep. But it's better to do that now than next turn, because if I draw a bunch of trainers, then I might want to play them next
Attach
turn.
focus band.
Sure.
Doesn't want to do anything in this matchup, but...
Well, it might.
Yeah, exactly. It might. And I'm just going to pass on that.
Ooh, okay. Right, let's draw then.
Let's say I haven't seen any of my Elms all game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, two can play at that game. We're going to double gust. Yep, and I guess we take the one that's already got some damage on it here. Okay, let's try Super Scoop. Oh my god. Okay, yep. So this one's getting pulled back up. These get drawn. God, the deck is just like a million times stronger if you can hit your scoops. Like, it's insane how good that card is. I'm trying to think if there's anything I even want to play here. Probably not. I think I just meditate for 30 here, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Because then if you don't get this thing healed, then it dies next turn. So
Energy trans.
Yep. That's
That's
fine. Yep. It's not really. I mean, I guess it's kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that only heals 40 though.
The thing is, the rest of this hand's dead. Pass.
Okay. Yep.
I've energy.
is
I think
in
I've
there?
energy. I've energy.
Right. So we're gonna.
Venusaur deck. That's,
So yeah, we're gonna go Golbat ping the Venusaur so I can hit it for 30 again. With the meditate.
oh, no. Oh no. Shit.
Not that much.
No.
Yeah, so we're gonna meditate for 30 here. Oh, I just realized I need to hang on one sec. A correct game state here. Okay, I need to put 20 on this Zubat. I forgot about the field. I'm sorry. It's easy to do in this thing, but yeah, I just realized it, and I'm like, okay, we can still correct this. It's not like nothing's happened to it yet, so sorry about that.
I have more medical treatment.
That's fine. That's fine.
Attach the bench.
Yay. Almost got solar beam.
Yeah, it's nearly there. Yep. Okay.
The font on that attack just looks so funny.
It's weird, isn't it? It's so small.
Yeah.
Why so small? I'm just
That's really strange.
I'm just thinking, is there actually any reason to do much with this here? This would be such a weird play to do, though. I don't know why. Is there really a reason to do that? I mean, do I really need anything else in here at the moment? No, I'm just gonna meditate for 20. I don't really see a reason to overcommit anything here. This still puts it within Crobat range, right? Because I can just like Crobat and then meditate, knock it out anyway. So this still threatens exactly the same thing as if I put like a Golbat down or something, right? So
Garbage run.
sure.
Because I need I think.
Get these goddamn cards back in my goddamn deck. This 10 came from a Fury attack, didn't it? I just remember
Yeah.
that now. Yeah, it's like, I was just like, that 10 damage kind of does matter, but it's like, yeah, it came from a Fury attack from the Doduo, which I then just revenge killed next turn, right?
Okay, got 2 paths here. Balloonberry.
Sure.
Push this out.
Okay.
Energy trans here. Do you want to play a game with Focus Band? Your move.
Okay. The answer may surprise you. Oh, that's a really good card too. Oh boy. Yeah, the answer indeed may surprise you, Double Gust.
Huh.
Yep. We are going to take this one. Because we do have double Crobat to put it to 40. We are going to go for Super Scoop Up free.
I think this is GG
Nope.
regardless.
I will attach to pay 2
You're
retreat
gonna have
here.
that if you're playing double Gust, because there's
Yeah.
no way in hell you don't see me doing that.
I think I just put this one up. We're gonna Devo Spray one of the Crobat here.
I'm gonna steal my next draw, but I think it's a
Yeah.
planned. But
And we're gonna KO with a Meditate.
I'm pretty sure it's a scoop planned.
Sorry, dude. I had my game plan. I had my game. Yeah, a bit of a slow start, and I had my game plan well set for this
I can't
for
do
this
it
one.
with scoops.
Yeah. My prize was
And it-
my 4th one, but
19 cards, including a garbage run. No prized elms. No elm all game.
dang.
In a
Yeah.
deck which really needs its fuel.
It took me what 3 turns of Ek before I could get my Elm, but yeah, it's rough.
I didn't even start baby either. I had to search out later.
Yeah. Yeah, this deck is legit kind of nuts if you can get like the free energy out, and like that sounds like a bit of a tall task, but it's not actually that hard with experience all in the format.
Yeah, new way of emptying the things. Just draw them.
Oh,
You can draw from bags. You can...
oh, that's kind of neat.
Well, I guess I lost. I can change decks now.
I also lost, but I was playing that budget artillery deck.
How was it?
I mean, I almost killed 2 for alligator.
Neat.
Reflected damage from a war turtle is very hilarious.
All right, who's moving to what then?
Well, I lost, so I should probably pepper.
Yeah.
Sure.
Deck out, and I'll get another one out the back.
Which way do we want to move then? Because I'll move if you want. I'm not first.
Come on over, Cal.
Sure. Right.
I don't know. Someone's fire deck is here, or at least
That'd
has a
be
fire
me for later.
Oh, okay.
I did say I have 2 decks. One which I wanted to bring today is the one I'm playing here, but I have one that I want to show off later on as well.
Someone pressed undo.
Gotcha.
Not to me.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I got my camera moved, so...
Yeah, I changed your color.
Ah.
Oh, you can do that as the room operator. Okay.
Indeed.
All right. I'm gonna move
Like
on
that.
then.
It's
Neat.
annoying. Half my decks can't actually be used.
Hello. So yeah, that was an interesting game. The fun thing, so like one of the interesting starting bits with it, I managed to like crowbat his Cleffer, like just do 10 with an attack to knock it out. He took a return knockout with the Cypher, but then I had the Crobat put back into hand with Devo Spray, so it's just like, okay, Crobat, meditate, knock it out for 40, 20 plus the 20 for the damage that's on it, and just took all his energy out. Couldn't really recover from there. I had my game plan pretty well set against Venusaur, to be honest, because it was one of the decks I was seriously going to bring this week, but I wanted to play this because this is the last chance I get to play Bats for a very, very long time, if ever, again, so this deck is too fun not to play. Yeah, Gen 6 is the big one. Crobat G is in Gen 4, but that's not quite the same. That's like Zigzagoon nowadays, basically. Yep, okay, not super surprised. I think I did see one pretty different thing in that deck, though, so,
yes.
right, I am gonna draw those 2 for the mulligan. Because I did put my prices down first. So, yeah, one of the things I was kind of testing going against this... no, we need to flip first. Because we haven't decided who's going first.
I'll take heads.
Yep, you will. I go second in like every single game. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, no. So one of the things I was testing, if I get 5 damage counters on it for Alligator, Meditate just knocks it out. So I was like, this matchup isn't unwinnable, even if it's like a bit weird.
Yeah, that's quite solid.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of gusting going in. How are you liking having Bill back?
It's cool. Yeah, I've kind of changed this up to accommodate it. I got another wrap.
Sure. Pretty strong as a going first setup here, but
1 million energy. Actually, I might want to keep that one. Let me check the hand.
holy crap.
No, I'm good. I don't want that.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's group these up real quick. So it's already 7. Could anyone's
Not
game.
bad.
Yep.
Down primer.
Yeah, that is the potential problem point, but we will deal with that as it comes.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't at least reasonably build the deck to go against Muck.
Mm-hmm. What to do now?
Muck is so good in this format, though. So many of the really good decks are just relying on the powers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I do not know what to do here.
It's one of those if you want to keep the hand, but you want to shuffle it at the same time so you can try and get your stuff down.
Yeah. Jeez. Alright, well, I'll go water here, I guess, and pass.
Okay, that's fair enough. Let's draw. Okay, that's not too unreasonable. I do have another Zubat, so that's good. We're gonna Pokemon trade a Dark Crobat back into deck here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this sorted so I can actually see. One of the best things about PTCGO is just having all the cards like grouped up going, you've got 3 of this, 4 of this, etc, etc. You know,
Yeah.
can't quite do that here, but this is a pretty close second, to be honest. Okay, that being prized is unfortunate, but I think that's still okay. Yeah, surprising, probably nobody here. We're gonna get Jinx.
Okay.
It's just good. We're gonna go Jinx down, Experience All on the Jinx. We're gonna go Psychic Energy on the Cleffer, and I will just attempt Yeek here.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. Alright.
Nice. Straight to Mutt.
Yep. It does kind of annoy the Golbat stuff, but that's fine. Sure. I guess on the other side of this, it does kind of stop your downpour as well later on, but I don't think I don't think that's really going to be the main problem for me here. Not unless you get all your trash exchange discarded again.
Yeah, that happened last game, but still managed to make it happen.
Nice.
Eek.
Nice. The one thing I don't like with the baby flips is when it stops you from actually getting set up, and I do like the fact that we're not completely with them here. It just doesn't feel right when you have that. Right, gonna put that down. Yeah, Muck being down turn 2 is somewhat annoying. We can probably make do though. It's just thinking if I need anything else first here. I guess I will just try for the Eek here.
Yep.
Don't get it. That's fine. It's one of those cases I don't know if I even need it this turn, to be honest. It's just,
Bill 2.
Yep.
Tap. Huh. Well, I know you played that. Super squishy. I don't want to see that right away. Alright, I'll go Elm again.
Yep.
Attempt to eat.
Always it feels bad. Alright, it's always it feels bad when you just Elm, and then it's like, no, I need to eke this now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna get another energy down on you. I may be in it. Oh, I've only got the trader in the discard at the moment. Right, okay. This may end up being in a somewhat similar position here. I think I will also use the Elm. Hand is not bad, but I don't think it really does enough at the moment, so it's probably best to do that.
Probably tough because you have a lot of dead cards there.
Yeah, there's a fair
Deadish.
few, but not the worst out there. I think I will get a second Cleffer down here. It seems kind of correct in this position. And I will go for Eek as well. Oh, okay, it's fine.
Second Moke.
Jesus, okay. Yeah, that might be the killing point. How do we deal with two of them down on here?
How's there are two of them? What is that even from?
Isn't that Star Wars or something? I don't.
I think you're
I
right.
think it is, but I don't. I don't know who because I've never. Fun fact: I've not actually really seen very much of Star Wars. Like, at all.
That is a fun fact. Huh. What a hand. That would be pretty funny. I wish I had a search card in the deck. Huh.
Yeah, I have been very, very grateful for the return of like Pokemon Trader in this this format. It has been most appreciated.
Pitch. It's not elmed yet.
No, this is just Misty's Wrath.
Yeah, okay. We'll do 1, 2. Keeping 1.
Okay, so you've got 3 cards to discard off of this then.
Discarding Energy Stadium.
Energy Stadium's a really interesting one in this sort of setup.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, there's a dichotomy, but you don't always need all the energy that you've like trash exchanged to be in the discard, so I like it, it's cool.
Focus Band.
Okay.
Play the stadium. Tempt
Sure.
it. Okay. Elm. There we go.
I was gonna say, you've got to find one eventually.
Eventually. Alright, Eek.
Alright. Back in. So, anyone's game, 13 to 36 cards, debt-wise. Anyone's game.
Yeah, not as like off balance as you would think based on those numbers.
Yeah, kind of. No, I'm not going to attach to that. That's stupid talk. I'm gonna Elm here. Yeah, I don't really want to attach the other one to it, because then it wastes the experience all.
Yeah.
Also, if you gust it and take it out that way, then I lose, like, 3 energy, whereas I only lose 2 at the moment for it. Honestly, though, this is not really doing a lot with stuff at the moment. I guess I'll bump your Energy Stadium with Rocket's Minefield Gym, and I will attempt the Eek. Don't get it, okay. This is unfortunate because it's like given a lot of setup time here, but
Yeah.
because I'm just, if I get just double gust blown up, then I don't really know what I'm gonna do from here right now. That's the problem. I mean, turn 2 muck, I think it's like turn 3 or 4 double muck is a little bit of a high roll, a little bit unlucky, like not happening in terms of getting this out here, but we'll see. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to sweep you away.
Sure. Nope. Okay. What do you think of these flippers, by the way?
Really cool.
They are neat, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm curious about like all the details that went into it,
Yeah.
but I mean, it seems pretty flippy. I'm just wondering, like, if it's actually. Yeah, I'm curious about the randomization, I guess.
Yeah.
How
Understandable.
that was done.
Oh man, this is not amazing at the moment. I know you binned a couple early, but there's only one. You've still got plenty of gust available of it here. Yeah, this isn't great. I just can't find another like card to hit with here. I have like 5 or 6 or so viable attackers I could be getting set up at the moment. I just can't find any of them.
Yeah, I saw the Mewtwo and other Mewtwo and.
Yeah. I'm just gonna eke, I think. Oh, hang on. Let me just actually highlight the whole hand first.
Okay.
Go. Oh my god. Yeah.
Jeez. That do some. Jeez. Just scary because, like, my deck is small, but I'm still missing some pieces from my hand.
Yeah.
Water here. I guess. Attempt to sweep away.
Alright, you got it. So that's 50. You discard the top 3.
1, not so bad. 2, not so bad. 3.
Oh, that's one
Not
I
great.
want to see go. Okay, so I'm going to use the experience all. I'm going to get the energy onto the Jinx here. It does discard it after use, and we will draw for turn. And you would hope that would help, but clearly not. Okay, well, this is going to give up a couple of prizes, but I think this might be the worthwhile way to do it here. We're going to go to... Oh, wait, I need to flip for the stadium for this thing. Yeah, you've not benched anything since, so... Not be bad and forget this time. Alright, yeah, so 20 damage goes on this thing, so I will not be attaching to that one then. I at the very least need you to force you to do something else about it. And we're actually going to bite for the 20 damage with weakness here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't actually play grass, obviously, to get the poison spray, so, you know.
Big bite. Alright, so what could you do? Meditate would do...
Currently
60.
it would put you to 60, yeah.
Okay. Don't love that. Go Bill.
God, my kingdom for a wildfire right now. Right? Like, could you imagine?
Pretty spicy. I mean, what else could you do? Does Dark Golbat have an attack that you can use?
No,
with
it's two
Psychic?
grass. It's two grass.
Okay.
So the Golbat and the Crobat are both grass only. So
Yeah.
that's why I've not been evolving into them despite the muck. Because it's like if I could attack with them, maybe they don't hit for weakness anyway.
Mhm.
They specifically say don't apply weakness and resistance, which even if you hit the active, it's kind of annoying. So
Alright, well, I don't want to be dead, but
clock's ticking.
yeah. Jeez. Oh, I'm so scared of those cards. I don't think I should risk it again.
Yeah, just a 1 in the discard at the moment. I know you have 4 trash exchange at this point from last week, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many are prized, obviously, but that's the other bit
Alright,
that's like scary about me giving up prizes here. But
I'm gonna gust your Jinx. Well, I guess you gust first. but
yeah, you're taking that out.
Realistically.
Yeah, so the Jinx.
I got Bloomberry.
Yep, I figured you would. And there it is. Yeah. Okay.
Satch. Bill.
Sure.
Should go first, but alright then, Riptide for go.
Like a 10 million. How much is it doing actually? Just out of curiosity.
It was 10 plus base 10, so 110.
Right, yeah. I just wanted to know because it's like that's a hell of a lot of damage, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, there's been nothing else mentioned. I keep forgetting because I always forget about this data. Everybody always forgets about like the once per turn and all of that sort of thing. I just want to make absolutely sure that we don't forget that in the long run, because yeah, that would be really bad. All right, we're gonna garbage run. Yeah, just in the. I mean, it's all of these things. I've seen every time that Pepper and Sai played Noctowl, they always forget to use it as well. So it's just like all of these things that aren't normal game mechanics are just forgotten about. So I'm just like trying to make sure that nothing gets missed. So I'm just always gonna make sure. Anyway, we'll garbage run these back in. To Psychic seems reasonable enough with it here. We are going to Elm. Still at 40 cards in deck after that Elm, so you know. Okay, that might actually help a bit though. We're gonna put Rocket's Mewtwo down, and I'm obviously gonna flip for the.
I have to read.
Well, it's taking 20 damage on the way in as well. Sorry. Yeah, these counters need to be slightly smaller, to be honest, but...
Dude. So, one-shot him. Oh, juxtapose with the Minefield's kind of funny.
It's pretty cool, in some ways, yeah. And we are just going to hit for another 20 here.
Yeah.
Right. It's the best I've got at the moment.
So, more... Sleep me. Okay.
That might end up having to be the best idea as well. That's the sad part here. Times are hard.
I'm gonna recall Rage. Ooh, maybe Sweep Away is better. I'll go Sweep Away.
Yeah, sure.
Water.
Yep, seems about right. Well, I mean, Zero Retreat. I should do that first anyway. Yeah, that genuinely is starting to look like the option here. Oh man, this is kind of bad. Riptide just takes the knockout on Cleffer if you flip heads as well. That's the other bad part here. God, this is awful. Good tech for the matchup, obviously. Because, yeah, this... Oh, boy. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm...
So many abilities that I was terrified of.
Yeah, it's going to get knocked out anyway, but we're going to stay the course, and we're going to hit for another 20 here.
Fight.
I mean, honestly, my only real shot is to try and get it, like, slept at a better point here. because Riptide doesn't quite kill, but obviously because of the minefield, sweep away wood, so yeah.
For a new crop. And I'll just Riptide.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to pad this one up. I can't really do anything. I went second, you got Mock out turn 2. There's nothing else I can say. Both of my basic searches were in the prizes as long as one of my attackers, so I just couldn't do anything. Unfortunate, but I mean, yeah, good, as I say, good tech for the meta, but
Thanks.
I had triple double gust in the deck, I never saw a single one. Like, I could have easily taken out one or two of them up if I could have gotten them, but I just never saw it. So, yeah, pretty unlucky game, to be honest. But, I mean, hey, for Alligator's good in its own right. And I actually don't think it's very good with Muck, if I'm being honest, because you kind of rely on the Riptide not the Riptide, the Downpour quite a bit to finish up the handset. But if you can just keep chaining the Trash Exchange, I guess it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, I haven't found that I've missed it in my test games.
yeah, that's fair too.
4 mission, 4 wrath, 4 exchange, 4 bill.
Yeah. No, that's fair too. No, like I say,
here and there.
not bad.
It's not ideal, but for how many strong abilities that specifically give the deck trouble that you guys were playing,
That's fair.
seems like the play.
Funnily enough, I still don't think it would have beat the Gengar thing from last week, though.
Yeah, that still gives Muck trouble. When I saw you were playing the Jinx, I was like, oh, okay, alright. Might have something here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely do when it comes to like again, getting it turn 2 and going. I mean, did you have triple wrath on that first turn? You did, right?
I think so.
I think it was.
2 or 3.
I know you at least changed them, but I'm pretty sure you had 3. So it was like, good lord, you know. Like, so what was I realistically gonna do about that game?
Yeah. This is kind of just like a turbo deck too, where it's kind of expected that I'm going through most of the deck in the first turn or two, so it's hard to miss things unless they're prized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, to be completely honest, my other deck would not have stood much of a better chance against the stuff here. I really want to show it off, but obviously it wouldn't have stood much of a better chance because power disabling is kind of rude. But
yeah. Is that Entei?
yeah, I really want to show this off though. Like, I know it's probably going to end up being really bad in this this setup, but yeah, it is upside down. I was thinking, yeah, that looks like it's upside down, but I imagine this is going to end up being like not very good in this scenario, but we will see. I don't have a basic in this opening hand.
Nice. I feel like it's at least it's like you can do the howl the first turn, and then you at least have gotten some value out of it, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the hope. Right, so you're alright me putting this back in?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that is the hope, but yeah, good luck is all I can say to getting it that way. I still do not have one.
Well,
a whole bunch of fire energy. No, you've got to do them all.
there?
You've got to do them one at a time. Remember, you can't
really?
save.
Right
You
away?
can't save them until I think it's Gen 3 is when that like changes. But Wizards of the Coast era, you've got to do them as they come. So
gotcha. 2 and 2.
I don't know why, and I'm not actually sure what difference it makes, but you know. Okay, I do have one this time at the very least, so that's something.
Like heads or tails?
Let's try tails.
Or fails,
Oh
right?
my god, I actually go first for once. Okay, yep. Oh, and I don't get impeded on the initial each here. Okay, well, let's try Misty's Wrath of my own here. So we will cut 7. Again, looking at the way that stuff goes with it now, it really is just a case of I might as well just search this file, because I'd have to search my hand again anyway, so... Oh, this is a weird one. Oh, what the hell do I do with this? Huh. Okay, like this is simultaneously got everything I want and everything I want to keep in the deck. It's weird. I don't know what the hell do I do with this? Okay, well I mean I definitely take that. Jeez. This has got to be one of the weirdest openings I have seen so far with this. Sure. What do I want? Nah, you know what? Stick with it.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, quite a bit. You can see why this was such a hard choice. Like, what is that, right?
Verify. Yeah.
Okay, I suppose I garbage run the 2 fire back into deck here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you ready for the spice here? Blaine's
Yes.
Moltres.
Okay. Let's just do tail shuffle. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's not going to be good here.
We are going to play the Entei down.
I guess if you just flip heads, you might be okay.
Nah.
Lots of
Here's the
heads.
real spice. If I flip tails, I put 5 fire energy back in my deck.
Right, yeah, I mean, that's good if you
So
have
I
access
can
to
just
power.
accelerate the whole Entei again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 will do. Oh, 2 Moltres going down. That's awkward. 2 will do. We will put those on. The Moltres gets dumped, and we will end our turn with that, because that's what Howl does.
You're welcome. Draw! Wrap!
Yep. This is the last time we get to play Misty's Wrath, so I guess it's
I know,
it's
I'm so
worth
sad.
actually hitting it. Yeah, a little bit. I think it's Gen 4 is the next time this effect comes back in. It's like Sage's Training or something. That
Huh.
only looks 5 deep though. You still take 2, but only looks 5 deep.
Oops. Oh, that worked. That's weird. I moused over and drew 9 from the hand, but it took all 10.
Oh, huh.
I've had that happen before. Maybe I just don't understand how that works. Secret mission.
Oh, you're gonna like the looks of this hand. It's all fire!
Okay,
And a
well, I
Moltres.
know what you're doing. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. I will discard 6 water energy.
Seems fair. Yep.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Into 6. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I just shuffled my hand when I drew it back in.
And the what's it called? The bird. The Moltres, the regular one, that's the wildfire?
Yes. Regular one is Wildfire.
So I know Totodile's not getting knocked out. That's
Yeah, not this turn, it's not.
go ahead and ban him.
Sure. This is where I top deck Scoop Up, and then we're like, oh god.
Yeah. Alright, well, I don't think I want to play any of the cards in my hand. Is that true? That is true. So I will attempt to bite you.
I guess you hit the very... you hit the yarn in front of it, I suppose. There we go. I don't even know. Alright, we'll draw.
Yeah.
Well, big shocker, we're going to attach a fire energy somewhere. I don't know. Never saw that coming, but... yeah, you know what? I might as well just attach it here, to be honest, and we're going to end the turn at that.
Okay. Okay, Muck.
Yep.
Croconaw.
Yep.
Energy Stadium.
Yep.
attempt it.
Yep.
Take
Guess that
one.
back.
Attach. This. What should this be? So next turn you have it guaranteed.
Yep. You know I have a lot of energy in hand, so...
Yeah. And that will instantly nuke me.
Assuming Focus Band
it.
doesn't get in the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna double gust into Entei.
Sure.
To save myself.
You should probably keep this on.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I know it's annoying to keep moving it and whatnot. Eventually, I think that'll get fixed up, but...
Yeah.
It's
It'd
too
be cool.
energy.
He could even just change it so that this like 3 stack shows as a 3x instead of it starting at 4. You know.
Yeah, that
So
could
this
be a
would still
thing.
be visible.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the easiest. I got 6 in there. I will Elm.
Yep.
Seven. I did already attach. Then. Okay, pass.
Okay, let's draw. Sharka, we're gonna put an energy down, and I guess it is your turn. Go ahead. Because I don't have any in my discard right now, because I garbage run them back in. Yep, just draw 2.
2. This is Wrath.
Ooh, yep, okay. Now the Entei is weak to water, so
This. Don't want this. Don't want this. That's not ideal. Wow, really? What's in here? No? Okay. Pitch 2 trash.
So you've got the other one in hand, obviously.
I will Wrath again.
Yep.
It's funny, every time you've said, so you have the other Wrath, or the other exchange, I've never, not once, had the other exchange.
And yet you've discarded them all every time.
Yep.
Just in general, it doesn't make sense to do that way around if you don't. That's what I've been sort of feeling off it.
Yeah, I guess, in a vacuum, but this turn I'm gonna knock out Moltres, and then I think I win. So I'll double gust Moltres.
Yeah. Yeah, GG's. Oh, man. That's kind of annoying. Not really much to do about that. Yep. I mean, as I was saying, kind of the perfect counter to stuff with it there. It's just, Mug should not have been reprinted. Like, absolutely just should not have been reprinted. The card is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I said this deck wouldn't work with the stuff
tricky,
here,
cause...
but what is happening with the lag stuff here? What the fuck is going on? Okay, weird. Yeah, no, the card should never have been reprinted. It's not, it's just far too fucking stupid for the format. Unrestricted stuff with it that way. But yeah, hey, I said it wouldn't necessarily work super well off of it, but like, yeah, I got kind of gypped on a lot of the stuff with it today. But hey, that happens. Happens way too fucking often, but it happens. I am getting really weird. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of freaking lag going on with this stuff there. Yeah, movement has been... What is going on with... I'm seeing, like, ping time. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, the ping and stuff going up a lot, so... Okay, seems a bit better.
I've got a mean deck to show each of you.
Let's see it.
So I'm still just like double checking with the stuff because I was getting some very, very weird movement at the end of that.
A mean option to try and fight Gator, and a meme in general.
Yeah, so I mean, against the Gator stuff, I went second and it got turn 2 muck. I think like turn 4 double muck, there's just nothing I could do. I could never find an attacker because both my good manners were prized. And then obviously against the Entei stuff, it doesn't necessarily matter either. I knew it wouldn't work very well, but as I said, it wouldn't work very well at the start. But yeah, I got kind of unlucky in that matchup as well. I only got 2 energy off of the Entei. Where in a deck that plays 24 in the main. So, you know, more often than not, I hit 3 to 4. So, yeah, didn't exactly have very good luck off of the stuff with it that way. But, again, it happens. Yeah, let's move this one down as well.
I tried the Fossil Steelix deck, which is one of the second Steelix for. The setup's painful. Once it's there, it's really awkward to deal with, but the setup is so painful at the moment. I think it really needs the E-card fossil support. Just getting fossils out is so painful.
Did you only play 2 of the Croc and stuff in here as well? Are you crazy?
Yep.
Like, what the hell?
Like I told you, turbo.
Suppose when you have Trash Exchange plus Riptide, you can play like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Well, better lucky than good, I suppose. Oh well.
I don't think you've seen this one yet, Cal, so...
Yeah, so I'm just checking on where everything is. Right, okay. Right, God, man, this table is really weird. It's just like looking into the void as you go around now. It's like it's just not even there. Alright, so yeah, I think I saw like some of the idea of this one. We were like looking at the artillery and whatnot. It was neat. Like, artillery scales pretty well with the darkness energy. That was the fun idea with this one. But this very much was a case of, okay, if you didn't pull anything good out of Neo Destiny, this would be a viable enough option to go for. But it is still like
really fun to play.
Yeah, it's like the idea is really cool, right? Because you know, you've got a lot of reasonable damage for not a ton of cost on here. The Blastoise can actually use the darkness energy for its rocket tackle, which is a pretty good attack to have around, to be honest. And yeah, like it seems like it should be pretty consistent. So
play against it did its job. It just feels like a basic but effective deck. The kind of thing you just give to a kid and it just works.
Sure.
I did a ballsy move versus the Gator deck. Turn 1 Tyrogue Darkness Energy tried to punch out his only Totodile.
I mean, he plays the 40 HP one. It's a good idea to do that.
I did see the Tyrogue with a Dark Energy and wondered what the hell happened there.
Yeah, I was trying to end the game turn 1 and flip Tails twice, so...
Oh, you don't have Breeder in here, okay.
I mean, skipping the Dark War Total is actually surprisingly annoying when you're on one prize. Unless you're a Elekid.
Okay, who was stupid enough to trade you the Cypher?
Me. Yeah. This didn't even the deck I was going for, honestly. I was going to try this plus the Muse plus Shining Celebi. And use that with Dojio.
So, the reason I am running the War Turtle is because of that second attack.
Yeah, Mirroshell is pretty interesting.
When you're on one prize, it's scary. Because it's basically a prize trade a lot of the time against the set up. Unless you've got Elekid. Elekid just laughs at it. Because it 2-hit KOs even under Rocket Hideout. And it isn't an attack.
Yeah, Elekid is annoying. Elekid kind of ruined my Mantine deck as well.
I only deck because it needs basics that badly. I'm running the bloody Pichu!
I feel like a Tyrogue would be better than the Pichu.
Probably.
It's like, it's kind of desperate to find Cleffa to start the setup because it's so setup heavy. I'm still running teleports in this as well.
You're playing...
Maybe there should be more Fossil Egg, but...
I was gonna say, you might be playing a slightly dangerous game, only playing 3 of it, but...
This is from the Jason list, that's why.
Okay.
maybe in this format, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what to do with this. I'll probably come back to it in E-Card after Acropolis when I get another Steelix for real, and whenever the Fossil support comes in. Like, the Fossil Stadium's obviously better than Lucky Stadium.
And Lucky Stadium is technically better than Pokemon Tower, so Pokemon Tower is kind of wild, right? Like, you would think that it's really good because, oh my god, it's Necro Valley, but what the hell is it blocking in this format, right? Energy Retrieval? Who is playing Energy Retrieval?
I think it's meant to block this, but because of draft format.
Yeah, Recycle is what you would want it for, but yeah, we'd never have had enough of those. Because for some reason the packs just favoured the Darkness Energy, I don't know why. It was weird.
Yeah. Trust me, we know about the favouring.
What do people think of all the new stuff I brought in over the last couple of weeks then?
The flipper's really good. The new flipper.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Can you tell us how that works?
I mostly pulled this. It's an edited version of. It was like Mr. Stump's Flippermatic off the workshop. So I did some edits to it. Instead of using whatever random rotation he had, I actually add upwards velocity and a random amount of rotational velocity manually. Because it's designed for a coin. It actually ends up being a better flipper than the actual inbuilt flipper, because I actually put a minimum on the X velocity, which is the one which makes it flip like this, which means it won't spin on its side like a certain.
It won't just pop up and not spin.
That was always the bit that I was like, yeah, this doesn't feel like a proper toss, right? Because you would never see that kind of coin flip in real life, and if you did, you'd either be told to reflip it or you'd be thrown out of the venue, right? So, that just never felt good, and it was one of the reasons why I've always kind of gone, not against the flipping stuff per se, but like why I've always said, yeah, I would like a better solution to this, because it just did not feel good, even if it was actually properly random. Never feels good when you just see it like spin in the air and not actually rotate properly, So, yeah, that's why I ended up using the dice for quite a bit, because at least the dice, if you properly roll it, you can actually get like a reasonable thing off it. But then, of course, dice are very volatile, by the way, so they move very, very quickly. Lag tends to influence them quite a bit as well, in terms of just not being able to roll properly. We've seen that a lot of times. So, yeah, this is a really... And then I think it was Pell that showed... we don't have the version of it here, but we had last week. Yeah, like last week when we had the dice version, where it was same sort of idea as this, but we just like had put the number of dice that we wanted to flip basically, and done it that way around, and that was really cool as well. I was like happy with that, but then this just feels like so nice. Still makes me flip tails all the time, but nothing's going to change my luck on that aspect. Absolutely nothing is ever going to change my RNG luck on that. So I'm happy with the way that it looks. It looks really cool, and it just fits perfectly for what we want here.
I have one question for you, Pepper. Is it possible to reduce the shine that's coming off this table?
Yes, there's physics settings for that. The tables were only added today, so they're pretty rushed in.
Fair enough.
But I can reduce the shine. It's a physics setting, but you have to undo a script so you can actually interact with the tables. I can also add a colour to it. I would say it looks a lot better with a colour, because right now it's reflecting the background. The background is this awful brownish goo.
Azural's just gone, table use solar flare. It's super effective. You know what? He's not wrong.
It's a Macholi table. Sun sign royal flare.
Oh Jesus, yeah. I mean, it is the sun that's on there, so yeah. No, it's this is another one of those, like, I mean, we've said it a fair few times. This whole process has been like a work in progress as we've gone. I've been super happy with the way everything's sort of set up though. This is just been going from strength to strength, to be honest, and we've really got something on our hands here, I think.
It's gonna be weird not having this knob at the top anymore.
I know, right? We're getting pretty close in some ways to not having to have this shelf on the top now.
Yep, 2 gens to go, pretty much. 2 and 2 packs.
Okay, so I think I do still need to actually show off what this deck can really do, that when it doesn't get shut down by Muck turn 2. So, like, I don't know if anyone's got anything dumb that they want to...
There we go, I've got a fun deck of my own to put against it.
Sure. Oh, one thing, I don't know if you're still wanting to play anything, Matt, but if we're sort of winding down on that front, I do actually have the theme decks from next, like, set to put out. I'm not gonna like expand them out here. I'm just gonna put them down. I did copy all the energy in there as well, just so it's an exact 60, because not every deck has got the same amount of energy in them. But I think what we were looking at for this is once we've done the draft of the set, we would take one of these, because, you know, like the 2 individual theme decks, you might end up pulling like a ton of the supporters or whatever from one of them and end up the other one be better or something, right? So I think it was like after the draft you would pick one and add that as well, was the idea.
Okay.
Mostly because as we move into Gen 3 especially, all of the sets I believe only have 2 uncommons in them, and that's where like all the supporters and stuff are. So this is kind of like a mini Cleffa situation in a way, where we're probably going to miss out on some of the stuff. And the theme decks don't generally do that much to like alter the power of stuff. They just have a couple of copies of some of the good supporter cards that would be most beneficial for us here. They almost never have like the strongest copies of particular cards. Like the Alakazam here is good. This is like maybe one exception, but like especially later on.
This and the Magma deck are the exceptions, really. For like, what we've looked at.
But then
the Magma deck was the thing in Worlds.
Right. But then when you actually look at a lot of them, they say if they have like the Blaziken or something, it won't be the Blaziken with the ability that's actually good. So they generally don't do much in order to change stuff, apart from just give us a little bit more consistency in a time period especially where we don't have as many uncommons, which is where the consistency is. So I don't know. I think that's what we'd ended up discussing off it. It's like if you want to take one after you've done your draft, so that you know which one you would want at that point. I think in this case the Alakazam one is generally better, but if you pull 4 Elm's Training Method, you might not want it, right? Because you might not have the other one that you need. So that's the idea. So I don't know if you just want to save the objects or whatnot, so you can have that for your own thing. That's why I pre-constructed them, just in case you do.
Sure. Do you happen to have their names?
I think it's Echo for the Alakazam one and Electric Garden for the other one. I think I do have them names saved, actually. Let me double check. Theme decks. Yeah, Expedition Echo, Electric Garden is the lightning one with the lightning energy on the top.
Cool.
They were all PTCG deck sorted too, as you can see, so it's basically how you would see it on the site and whatnot.
Looking at these, I'm realizing I had both of these, or between my brother and I, we had both.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. This is finally the era where I've played the game a little bit back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah. We had some of the cards from this era. I think we stopped collecting sometime in Gen 3, but we never actually played the game properly. I think the only time we even looked at the game, we were just like playing unlimited for fun type stuff. We never even played more than like 10 trainers in the deck type stuff off it, you know. We were never playing like we are here, so we didn't have all the rare cards for our decks and stuff as well. So yeah, so I'm kind of still flying kind of blind off of this one, but there's a ton of really cool cards in the next set I'm looking forward to testing out. So and then, yeah, I guess as far as that goes, next week should be good. I think the week after that, it actually falls on Christmas, but because of my moving stuff, I probably will need to take a couple of weeks out after next week to make sure we actually get our move done properly, and hopefully reconvene in early January sometime. But we'll talk
That's
about
fine
that.
by
in
me.
Discord
That gives
as
me
well.
a time period. I can just push this mod out.
Yep, but I'll mention that and stuff in the Discord as well because we are still on stuff here. We have a game to play, don't we, Pepper?
Yes, yes.
Which one are we going to? Which match do you want to play on?
We'll go back here, may as well.
Yeah, yeah, Azrael just said ditto, and I was like, yeah, that's probably fair. Obviously, if you want to still play more stuff, Matt, then we're still here for it, but I just wanted to get those out before I forget.
Unfortunate start.
Yeah, sounds good.
My game's been given away immediately.
Oh well, we will see on my end. Oh wow, I actually did not mulligan this time. You know, that's funny, actually. I think those games, Matt, were the first time I mulliganed with this deck.
Really?
Ah, yes, the Machamp stuff. Yeah, I actually do have quite a lot of basics in here. It's like 2 of the Blaines,
This thing's vile.
It's like 2 Blaines, 4 regular, 3 Entei, and the 3 setup things, like the Cleffer, right? So that's actually a lot of basics. Like, all of my Pokemon are basic in here. So you don't generally mulligan that much. You just might draw brick hands after. I don't know. Right, I will take the 2 for the mulligan here.
Heads or tails?
Let's go heads this time. Nope. Okay, well, I got 1. I got 1 game where I went first.
Okay.
Sai, did you have another deck / feel like running it back, or did you want to leave it there?
Only other thing I was considering running was the anti-gator stuff, and you've already faced that.
Oh, the Crobat.
No,
Play a
Parasect.
matchup.
Gotcha. Alright, cool. Call it a little early then.
Was there anything else you were considering this week then, Matt? Or was it just that you were focusing on?
Yeah, I knew I had basically 1 week on Good Gator, so
Yeah.
I was just gonna do that.
It's the same with me and the Crobat. Yep. It's the same with me and the Crobat. It's like, because they were stupid and didn't reprint the Golbat, this is my last chance to play it, and it just so happened there was a really good card that came out with it. That would have been nice. It's a shame because I think the next set, it's either the next set or the one after, has got a slightly better Jinx. There's like 10 HP less, but it's got Mr. Mime's version of Meditate, so it only takes 2 energy instead, right? The damage is comparable. Pass, okay. Yeah, the damage is comparable enough with it. Okay, I'm not sure how good this is actually going to be, because we do have a few in hand already, but we're going to go Moltres, energy on the Moltres, and I have good manners. This hand is kind of crazy, but also kind of not. If you know what I mean.
He attempted this. He attempted this when we played. He thought Fling was a win condition.
I mean, it could be.
It's not, because you can't use it if there's no benched Pokemon.
Okay, we finally got the deck loaded up here. There's something's loading up here that's making it take ages.
Yeah, sorry, I just loaded in the set.
That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, it was just like, just as I was starting to search up, I was like, oh dear, that's like... Okay, right, so I'm just gonna check the rest of the stuff here.
Oh, they didn't arrange it by type.
No, that doesn't come in until Gen 5, actually.
That's weird. I
It's
didn't realize that.
organized by number.
Yeah. But usually the number is arranged by type as well.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I was having Gen 5, it's actually really annoying for me trying to get stuff sorted.
Okay, so obviously...
If you actually look at my code, up to Gen 5, very neat on the rarity scale, because it just ranges. All the late gen stuff, complete mess.
Okay, so surprising absolutely nobody here. This Entei is going to get benched down. We are going to go for the Howl. Cut the 5. Hope that we actually get something good off of this. That's not a great start. Never mind. Oh god, that's dirty. Where the hell do we put them though? I want them on the Moltres, but like... You know what? I'm gonna put 2 on the Moltres, 1 on the Entei, I think. Oh, not as the actual, as the actual Moltres. It has become fire now. Right. Okay. Go ahead. And you know the hand is triple fire, nightly garbage run, elm,
Bill,
double
good
gust.
manners.
Yep. Yeah, you know my hands, so... Not tell... Yep. Bill Trader, Machoke. Fair enough. I can see why you couldn't attach last turn at this point.
Yeah, there's 2 hands in a row. You've got a Dark Energy unit as well. So it's like, what can I do with this?
Yeah, like... so there were a few decks I was testing with stuff like that, like the Gengar I actually changed, like Dark Gengar Noctowl I changed to have Murkrow in there so that I could use the Darkness, but like for Alligator, Dark for Alligator was one I was tempted to play this time around because that deck is nasty, like Denial stuff, but like it plays Darkness Energy and it's not bad that it plays Darkness because you can hit for 60, yep, with the for Alligator, because it hits like 50 as a base, but if you get the Darkness on it, it's 60 is really good. But
Bill.
Yep, but it takes specifically 3 water to do its main attack, and Darkness Energy does nothing else in that deck apart from just augment damage, and it's just like, good lord.
Dupe. Attempt to gaze.
Yep, and it's just like you keep drawing the dart before you get to do anything else. Yeah.
That's sort of why I went with the Octillery Blastoise thing.
Catch bite into Cleffer. Attempt to eat.
You were just about to flip 9 there. Alright, go for it. Would have
9
been,
coins.
would have been very funny if you did, but...
Could you imagine if you had to flip a coin for every card you drew from each?
Draw a card for each hand.
Okay,
Gamble isn't enough.
you know, I think this might actually be the best way to do this. Right, retreat, double gust. Yep, let's get that Machoke in. We are going to attach. Yeah, nothing in for that, so let's just Elm here, because if I don't, you're going to shuffle it away anyway. I would rather not have that. Perfect. Okay, yeah, let's attempt the dive bomb here. Nope, okay.
Exhale.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bill.
Yep. There's not really any reason for me to go with the wildfire until I know that I'm not keeping this thing, right? So I might as well go for dive bomb at this sort of point because it could just completely wreck what's going on with it, right?
When do we get DCE back?
We don't until Gen 5, I think. No, is it Gen 5 or Gen... No. Heart God Soul Silver. That's when it comes back. Because I remember it was used with Garchomp C when it came out at that point. That's what made it so good. Garchomp C was like 3 colorless energy, discard 2 and do like 80 snipe or something. But energy... Was it the energy gain? Yep. I think it was Energy Gain was the tool card that SP Pokemon could use to reduce by 1 colorless. And then when DCE came out, it was just a case of attach DCE and you could use it whenever.
Second Machoke.
Sure.
Trade up. The Machoke back in.
Okay. Yep.
I don't want anything. I want to get my Machamp before it gets blocked. Before it gets burnt to a crisp.
Which thing was that? Sorry, you put in?
Dark Machamp.
Right. Okay. Just making sure because I was looking at chat at the time.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. GG's, everybody.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Evolve.
See you next week.
Catch fighting.
Yeah. Good luck in your own draft and stuff as well. Oh, he's already gone. Right, whatever.
Attempt to gaze.
Okay.
Nonsense. Pass from there.
Okay. This is a weird one. This hand is like amazing, but kind of terrible at the same time. I don't really know what to make of it here. I'm going to play Mary. So we're going to draw 2. I'm gonna shuffle up stuff here just in case I want to put back one from those bits. Because you never know. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. Do that, shuffle this back up. But Cal, why are you playing Mary in a format with Bill? Alright, we're gonna good manners here. Actually, the randomization has made this very neat too. I didn't do that on purpose. That was just the. Yep. Scoops and gusts for days. The question.
I think it's a bad matchup for my little meme here, but
it might be. The question is, do I
meant to beat stage 2 decks at stage 2 mostly?
The
Big
question.
basics kind of.
The question is, do I want Entei or do I actually want like plain small Trez here? Because my god, it's tempting.
Because you actually run the card that flings itself.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like it.
Right? Fuck it, I'm getting plain small Trez. The thing is, I don't think I bench it this turn because its double gust like does not work when I have this thing out, right? So I think I might actually just attach active, bring this stuff back into hand here. Shuffle it up as well. Oh, it didn't make it nice and pretty this time, that's a shame. And yeah, we're gonna go for the dive bomb again here. Oh, come on! Alright, alright. Ah. Sad face, that was... it's like... never mind.
Also, the fact that resist fighting is quite annoying.
It is pretty annoying, yeah. I will not deny that.
Attach. Attempt to gaze. Not the matter with that particular hand, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, hand is pretty good for this stuff there. You know, if you could get the cards out of it, it would be...
yeah, just flip heads.
Mm-hmm.
Not that hard,
as
right?
a Typhlosion lover, I feel your pain. Believe you me, I feel your pain.
And I think I'm passing on that.
Okay. Well, as much as I didn't necessarily want to put it down, I think I need to start getting it set up here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and attach to it. And we're going to try for the 3rd time here. Nope.
No
Just
heads
flip heads,
allowed.
Kappa! You're not the only one.
I mean, according to me and Matt, it's easy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Attempt to gaze. Let's flip heads.
Nope.
How do I flip heads? I don't get it.
Maybe you should ask me to flip for you next time.
Does not compute. No, that would be outside assistance. You can't do that.
That's actually a really awkward situation now.
Right?
I did not plan on being alive at this. I mean, a live match oak at this point.
Right? See, if I could just wildfire by discarding like any number rather than all or nothing, I probably would have done that instead of going for the thing here. Oh no, you can, but it's like, Then I have to keep attaching to the Moltres active though, and that doesn't feel great.
Feel great with a double gust, but
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing. But the problem is, do I even want to double gust at the moment?
champ.
Yeah, like exactly.
Put the hideout down, so at least you can't kill it.
That's what you think.
Can't kill it easily.
Yeah.
In one
yeah.
action. Pass.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to actually do something here. I'm gonna scoop up the Entei. Kind of feels bad when you, like, discard energy to do so, but whatever. We're gonna attach to the Moltres, and we're gonna try the Entei here. Once I get the mouse to move, come on, come on. There we go. It was on 6 for like ages, and I just couldn't get it to move 1, you know? I want to see that. No, 2 scoops going is kind of bad, but yoink. Eventually, move it on the right one, please. Thank you very much. Right, so what did you say we needed to do with the thingy for this to like get them all at once?
A draw.
Oh, so you
You can just draw from bags. Into bag.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right, so you could just click 5 on the actual counter and do it that way. Yeah. Does that put them into hand, or does that put them...
Yes,
yeah, okay.
Draw.
Right, I thought so. Yep. Jeez.
Are you sure you don't want my assistance?
Attach to active.
Yep.
Forever.
But he did.
Pass.
Yep, alright. I'm just going to... Fuck it, I'm going to double gust here. Yep, and obviously we're taking the Machamp. We're gonna scoop up, bring this guy back to hand.
Yep.
That is the last one though, because you still have milled the other 2. And I'm just not even sure if I need to attach. I'm going to attach one to the Moltres because I think that get that set up should be fine. And we are going to Phoenix Flame for the 90. And shuffle it right back into the deck. Okay, so probably the easiest way of doing this then if I just do that. So then I can just do that. Put all of these back in. Do that. I guess we bring this out because it's got 0 retreat. Draw these back to hand, take our prize, and yeah, go ahead. Sorry, it just took a bit to get all the processes done there.
Okay. Attempt to gaze.
Oh my god, neither of us. Like, all of our attacks have been tails. This is insane. Shut up. That doesn't count.
Play the match. Shot.
Yep. Yep.
Attempt to eke.
Oh, there we go.
I actually hit it as a head.
Yeah.
I thought that was a miss.
I told you, I just needed to poke it.
Have you considered the coin? Use the coin that actually has a head side.
It's Dante's double-headed coin from DMC2.
Okay, let's try this again. So we're gonna get the Machoka.
Oh.
Double gust. Sorry, I should have. No, this was already up.
Oh, sorry.
I just did that bit automatically, so I should have said more clearly. Yeah, so we're gonna bring the Machoka up here. You are still at least 1 energy away from a fling here, so I'm gonna attach again because I think this might actually be relevant pretty soon. I'm gonna attempt the dive bomb. Jesus fucking hell, come on. That's like literally, what, 6 in a row that I flip tails on now? Good god, okay.
Empty gaze.
Of course that one hits. It's actually pretty good too. Yep, so Wrath, Entei Fire being the remaining 2. Deliberately kept a fire aside because I might need to eke at some point. That's the, like, the whole idea here.
In the meantime, I've got a hand that exists.
I bet it does.
I'm not so sure.
In theory.
Press F to doubt. Or is it X to doubt? It's X to doubt, isn't it? Yeah. Gotta get the law right here, right? Because, you know, I could actually press that one on the control. It doesn't do anything, it. Actually press that one on my controller.
Hell, I know R was a weird game.
Just think what my odds are at different. Yeah, I think that's mine.
None of this would be happening if I flipped just a single freaking heads on this thing, just saying. God damn, what is my luck today?
Yeah, this is just a complex hand, that's all.
That's understandable.
But the thing of having good stage 1 is that sometimes you want to use it at stage 1. And I can actually just kill the baby from here.
You could.
Gee.
I guess
Yeah,
at least if you did that though, I wouldn't. I mean, apart from I could dive bomb potentially, I wouldn't be flinged out of the game. So.
You know what? I think. Yeah. You know what? Let's have some. Okay.
Yep.
Because I know what my setup is right now, and I don't think I win even if I do go for fling here. Could. My options are jumped. Stupid. Drag off the baby.
Yeah, before doing damage, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, switch it with a defending, do any damage to the new one. Yep, so that
Do I have a
goes
dark?
away.
It kills.
Yep, that's why I was just checking all of the wording stuff for it. So yep, you get your prize. So it's not an attack that we've actually seen in the actual thing yet. So I will put an 8th energy on this thing, and I will still go for the dive bomb because it still gets the kill if I get it here. Which this is unbelievable. This is actually fucking believable.
I was expecting to live this long.
This is
Do you
ridiculous.
want me to flip the coin?
No, because that's cheating.
And the really annoying thing is I actually have no good way of killing a standalone Moltres.
Get wrecked, idiot! Oh my god.
I actually have no way of beating this stupid thing. Gaze. Gaze. I see your hand.
Joke's on you!
It's not much to okay.
This is so stupid. Oh my god.
No, tell me about it. Okay. Evolve the matchup.
Literally any of the... excuse me?
Sorry. I clicked through my hand. Somehow. Evolve to Machamp.
Sure.
Attach to Machoke. Elm.
Sure.
Mega Punch for 10.
Yep. Yeah, the Dark Energy does let you hit some damage on it.
Yeah, this is an interesting situation.
Yeah. I will put a 9th energy on this thing, and I'm still going to go for the dive bomb at the moment now. Oh, fuck off! Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
Attempt to gaze.
This is actually ridiculous right now.
Sure is.
I think I'm genuinely looking at double digits of tails in a row here. Like, this is astronomically low in terms of odds on this. I was half expecting that one to be the one that actually works, just because that wouldn't have killed you.
Darkness on the mashup.
Yep.
Time to play this thing as a plus power. Mega punch for 20.
Yep. Okay, let's draw. We're gonna try the dive bomb. Oh my god, it actually worked. Alright, yeah, so 80 at least.
That's impossible.
No one's ever been able to flip heads. No one's ever been able. Yep. Alright, you ought to see the fun thing with this one. Blam.
3 days.
I wonder why I might be holding on to them.
Attached to the Porygon.
Sure.
Garbage run. Three fighting energy.
The fact of you even still in this game at all is appalling, to be honest.
It probably is.
What do you mean probably? I flipped 9 tails in a row. There's no fucking probably about it. The fact of you're still in this is unbelievable. Like, there's zero chance that you should still be in this.
Mega punch for 20.
Sure. What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to flip the counter because it's upside down.
No, it's not. The counter rotates the same as the card.
Oh.
It's upside down to your perspective, maybe, but your perspective isn't the only one. Okay, well, I guess we do have to bench something at this point. The problem with this is that I don't have any like cheap attacks that I can use here. It's very all or nothing. I'm gonna bench both here, and I'm going to actually Wildfire here. So this is 9 energy on this thing, so top 9 get milled.
Here's the real problem.
Oh, why the hell did that not go into? What what is going on with this stuff here? Okay, there's some really weird lag going on. Seems alright. Okay, go for it. And then these are my hand cards.
Attempt to gaze.
Okay.
Attached to the Porygon. Yes,
I mean, it does have
sure I
side.
can't win from here, so I'll deck out first. But at least take his prize, damn it.
Yeah.
Mega punch for 20.
Yep. It's an awkward choice, actually, as to what to even put in here, considering. I guess we just put this in. Probably makes the most sense at this point. Just need to see. Where are we at as far as... Because we did just get rid of one double gas, right? Or did we not? I guess
this
not.
deck just can't handle Moltres spam.
I mean, to be fair, yeah. Okay, we're gonna garbage run. Thankfully, you didn't hit last turn because that would have been pretty annoying. We are going to get free fires back in the deck, as you can imagine. So, shuffle that back in.
How the deck's supposed to win is I throw your setup mon back in, I drop some combination of Garing Gaze and Chaos Gym, and I spend the rest of the game punching babies and flinging whatever little setup you can get.
Yeah, but too bad I have an even bigger meme. Yeah, so we're going to use the ante here. And spread them. Only 2 this time, okay. Well, they are both going here.
I think I can even win. I should probably scoop right now.
Alright, go for it.
Just deck. Attempt to gaze. Probably point.
That is.
You know, there's just no physical way I can win. I'll just save us all the time.
Fair is. The card I had in hand.
I can't take 4 prizes in 10 turns
Yeah,
through this.
The card I had in hand was another ente. Yeah, free fires.
I had 2 match oaks prize at the start, which was a bit worrying.
Yeah, until I flipped 9 tails in a row.
Yeah. This deck isn't tuned to beat whatever you had.
Whatever I had was bullshit, let's be honest, but, you know.
It's meant to take out the meta stuff that... Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want to just quickly see what was left in deck with it this way. Just see the order of it. Oh my god!
There's a lot of...
First draw was going to be fire, Entei was going to hit the last elm out one of the last elms out, and then fucking 4 fire in a row. Holy fuck. Yeah, you were screwed. I'm sorry.
I just had no way of winning. That's the problem.
That's disgusting. Holy crap.
No way of winning.
Oracle what?
Yeah, I should tell you, it's miserable if it actually gets set up in its eye. Bling dot deck.
It's annoying as hell.
You did say
if you're
that
actually a stage 2 deck that needs a stage 2 to do things, and you don't have that stage 2, and you have Chaos Gym, and the duck to recycle Chaos Gym, and all the gaze, it's just... No!
So Azuro's just reminded me of a thing he said like 2 hours ago. That deck seems disgusting. I want to see it happen. It happened. Despite all the tales, it happened. So yeah, I knew I had just enough space of it here. So for those who don't...
I had, which was meant for Gator.
Yeah. So for those who don't know with this one and haven't seen the opening bit with it here, the idea is pretty much that Entei can charge up, obviously Moltres for the gigantic wildfire discards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Blaine's Moltres was an afterthought. It was more because there really just aren't any other good fires that I can use right now. Rocket's Moltres was going to be my initial thought, but I didn't have it. So I was like, well, okay, what else can I do? I pulled one Blaine's Moltres, and we like basically meme traded for the other one with Sai when I was getting the scoop up, because it was like, yeah, initially this was Magma. That's how like 0 good stuff there is to play with it here. I actually played Neogenesis Magma in place of one of the Moltres, because I just needed another basic that I could attach energy to, right? Like 4 Moltres and 1 Blaine's was just not good enough for Entei. You need to have another fire to go with. And when I thought about it a little bit more, I was like, actually, if you shuffle Moltres back into the deck, it takes 5 fire energy with it, which makes your next Entei like super powerful, right? So I ended up thinking, wait, that actually legitimately works. So this ended up, this isn't as good, I don't think, as the Makago thing, right? Because it's just not as consistent in doing proper damage. But I was like, I have a playset of Wildfire Moltres now. I have to try and do something with this, right? Typhlosion wasn't going to be very good because, well, you saw. I'm just going to put it that way. You've got to set up so much for it too. But with the Entei possibly getting a lot of fires out, it was like, wait, but this just gives you 3-4 energy in one turn, right? Even if you only hit 2 with this, if you've attached one, that is just 3 energy in 1 turn. You're just about ready to go. And yeah, it's just, well, you can use all of those energy to mill a massive amount of the opponent's deck down as they play down, pair down to try and set up. And then you've got like 4 garbage run. You can get them back in. You can Entei again, and you can do it from there. Or you could just go for a 1-hit KO against most opponents with the 90 damage Blaine's Moltres, and if it happens to flip tails, oh well, next Entei is really good. Doesn't cut it against Muck though, obviously. That was the problem this week. Like, I do not like that card being back in home, but hey, it is what it is.
This is my meme for Gator. If it showed up again.
Well, oh yeah, the boyfriends.
The Nidos. It's another, if it sets up, it's really good. If it sets up.
Yeah. The annoying thing, I think, with this is that in this format now, 40 for 2 isn't even good, right? It's decent, but, like, we're just about beyond that point now.
60.
Yeah, like, if you can get 2 of them out and you hit 60, then it's doing good. But, like, we're talking early enough in the game, you're kind of expecting to not get, like, double Nidoking plus Nidoqueen on, like, turn 2 or 3, right? Because that is so hard to get set up with this stuff.
They have a long clever phase.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, that attack is decent if you can get the full setup, but, like, it's not even that impressive right now.
I think what lets it down is the Nidoking, more than anything.
Perhaps.
Because if it had a better Nidoking, it could be more focused on the Nidoking, and with the Nidoking the secondary attacker, which happens to be really efficient.
And so you're looking...
Because Nidoking is crap.
And so you're potentially looking at this again in the E-Series then, huh? With the, I think it's Aquapolis that they come in?
Yeah, there's second Nidoking there.
Because those ones might actually be really good. I think the Nidoqueen in that era lets you, like, search out a Pokemon or something, right? Something similar to that. So you could maybe have a much...
in that deck, the Duck would probably like we've got to be like only 1 or 2 Queen, like really thin line of Queen.
Yeah, you probably don't...
Basically a Nidoking deck which splashes grass.
Sure. I could see that.
The other thing I tried to do with deck was to, there's a low base energy line and more stadium, and anything, try and make up for it. I really need a second energy stadium.
I wish I could have given you one. I only have 3, so like I barely have enough to do what I'd want myself. So I unfortunately
it was a short pull.
Yeah, I just didn't have any.
I know there's no good stadiums in Expedition either.
Not really.
I don't know Chaos Stadiums till now, but Chaos Gym's rotating.
Yeah, Chaos Gym's out. So, but at the same time, if stadiums in general just aren't as powerful, you don't necessarily need to worry about countering them very much, you know? So you probably just don't... You don't have to play a stadium in every deck at this point. I mean, obviously I didn't play one in here because I needed to cut cards to put more fire energy in. So, you know... Because this deck, unlike the other one, because of all the high cost here, this deck really needs to hit at least 2, preferably 3 or 4 per Entei. So... I needed to have like 24 or so in here just to try and stand a chance on...
Oh, Pepper.
Yeah, I'm loading Aquapolis, sorry. I wanted to see what stadiums are in that exactly.
We have a lot of cards out on the field at the moment too. It's,
yeah, we need to tidy this up first.
It's a bit of a rough time to be loading so many cards.
Yeah, and it's I think I killed the server.
No.
It's still loading on my end.
Well... Yeah, definitely shuffled and all that. So,
So,
do you have any attachment to these, Cal?
not really. These are ones I've had there. So, bit of a shame in the end that the Mewtwo stuff, like the Jinx, even just got completely shut out by going second and Mock on turn 2. Like there was, this deck should be able to beat it. I have the free double gust and stuff, but I just couldn't draw the right stuff to do it. Could never get another attacker that was worth a damn. So unfortunately, I just couldn't deal with it that way. Which, yeah, I mean, good tech for the stuff. God, I really fucking hate that card's back in. Because it's probably going to end up ruining the next series if that's what's like brought in. I really just don't like that. But you know,
yeah, that's what stadium to me. That's all.
I don't think there is much.
That's where Apricorn is.
I think this card is amazing, by the way. I don't know what the hell you were talking about when you said this is terrible. This thing is ridiculous.
Seems like a very powerful effect to be symmetrical and on a flip. I see the backfire potential.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same for like everything though, really, when it comes to like so much of this game.
So yeah, stadiums don't need... Yeah, there isn't any of the big you lose stadiums, is there? Yeah.
Well, no,
So,
there shouldn't be.
You know how we were talking about Ampharos?
Yeah. It is one of the better TM cards. Anyway, I should probably wrap up the main stuff here before we start talking on this set.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
This was interesting. It's a real shame that I can't play Bats again on the next stuff of it, because honestly, that deck was a ton of fun to go through. I know, Sai, when you ended up playing with the stuff of it for me as well, it was definitely interesting, if nothing else, right? That was a cool deck to play, and it's just a shame.
A lot of thinking.
Yeah, that's why I like that sort of deck a lot, because it's something that really like tests you, and you've really got to like, you know, properly figure the stuff out. It's a good deck to improve at the game with, in that sort of sense. I think we do still get ones like that as we go along. I think stuff like the Gengar could potentially be a very good thinker deck as well, with having to sacrifice some of your early stuff in order to get this really good power live, right? But yeah, like, I don't think we're going to see a deck quite like that for a little while, unfortunately, which is a shame. But yeah, no, very fun thing to go with, and hopefully we can have some fun with the stuff in here as well, if we don't just get completely shat on by Mock all the time. Which we will see. I mean, we don't have to think about Gator anymore, because that card is effectively dead in the next format. It's not technically impossible to play, but it might as well be, considering the lack of Trash Exchange, the lack of Misty's Wrath, Secret Mission, etc. So, might as well be dead. So, I think we're gonna have to...
At least.
Sorry?
It's neutered at the least.
Yeah, so... Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of thinking about stuff for that. I have no idea what he's gonna bring next week. So, I mean, yeah, Long Live Gator is in, like, this one is still actually pretty good, to be honest. But, it's good in a different way. This is another one that really wishes we had the Golbat still! Imagine.
It's how to put the damage on first.
Right? Yeah, we're just gonna have to do something else instead with that. But I think there's ways that we could make a lot of this stuff work, and it'd be really good. So we'll just have to find out. So as Sai is getting his stuff for the draft set up here, thank you guys very much for watching on the YouTube side. I think we're gonna stick around a little bit on the Twitch end here, because I at least want to see what Sai's gonna pull here. And yeah. Next week, I suppose, we're gonna go with the stuff here. I don't know if I have another video topic to do in the meantime. I've already done one on the rotation, and I did one about like the new mechanics coming in here, the supporter cards, the burn status condition, where's the anti-flosion, and the Pokepower Pokebody thing, like the distinction there. I've already kind of done that. That was an interesting one to at least look at, because hey, rule changes are always cool, right? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll find something else I can talk on with it. We'll have to see. Maybe at Skyridge, because then we'll have the last ever Kadabra card that was printed, but we're not quite there yet, so...
I actually heard they got the right to it back.
They did, yeah. Urigella ended up, I guess, tweeting it out on that, but they just haven't printed another one yet, which is fair.
I cannot blame them.
I can't blame them either, but...
It's gonna be a time, like, yeah.
Yep. They just need a time where it's gonna be, like, good in the game. Not even good in the game for it. It's just like where it lines up with some other reason why Alakazam is in the media type thing of it, right? Like one of their other games is prominently featuring it or something. I don't know. Right. Okay.